Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast, the RIP 28 podcast. I'm your humble host, Sly the Sports Guy. I'm joined by a couple of my good friends here on the RIP 28 podcast. Man, on the RIP 28 podcast, we're a spot where a few fellas can get together and we can talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we're going to keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. Starting off in the top left, it's my homeboy, C. Nez. What's going on, Nez?
What's up? C. Nez in the building once again. Need to get us some more followers so Sly can get some better music equipment.
Oh, man, don't talk about our music, man. Don't talk. That's Hero with Freedom. I think that's the name of the Hero with his song Freedom. Don't talk about our man like that, man. That's
not him, just the sound.
That's the best music we can afford, right there. Down in the bottom, left, we got our educator. What's going on, LBZ?
What's going on, man? It's Beezy the Great, the educator's educator, man. Just here to educate you on a few things.
Man, glad to have you here. And we got a guest. I will say special, but she's back again. She feel like one of the family. Our very own Miss Shauna C. What's going on, Cobb?
What's up, fellas? Good to be back.
Man, we're glad to have you here, man. We're going to talk about a few things this week, man. Chit chat. You know how we do, man. Start off, man. What you sipping on over there, Jay? What you got in that cup?
I got a little, Cavassier.
Oh, Pastor Cavassier.
Everybody singing now.
You fancy over there with that Cavassier.
Yeah, that's how we do. Anniversary weekend.
Okay, happy anniversary, bro.
Happy anniversary. How many years?
17 years in the game. 17 years.
I should have saved you for last because I got a great anniversary story from Chance.
As long as I was in high school, we've been married.
From Chance wedding, boy. We had a lot of time in Memphis, boy. That's why I don't drink OE or sniff my liquor beer to this day. Because of Chance.
You should graduate from that anyway.
Huh?
I said you should have been graduated from that anyway. You can't handle that.
I graduated from the young, boy. How old are you? 23, 24 when you got married?
24.
24. Yeah, that was my last time touching that stuff. Can't do it. What about you, LBZ? What you sipping on?
Man, I got a little bit of Ciroc apple and Spritzite, becoming my favorite drizzle.
That's your drink. That's your go-to right there.
That's my go-to, baby.
Apple, huh?
Yeah, gotta have a little apple, little twang with it, baby.
I gotta try that out one day.
Check it out, man. Came from one of our old teammates, Rodney Brown, Hot Rod.
That was
RPZ.
You know what? It's crazy. To this day, I have never called that man Rodney. Every time I see him, I always call him Rodney Brown.
Rodney Brown.
You feel like you got to say Rodney Brown. That's a real name.
Most people last name Brown, you call them by their whole name for some reason. I don't know. Rob Brown, Tim Brown, Rodney Brown.
You see, like you got to be an extra special type of cool to be a Rodney Brown. I ain't never seen no lane with Rodney Brown. I ain't never seen him. But Rodney definitely lives up to his name. What you sipping on over there, Kyle?
I got a little Pinot Noir.
Oh, that's sophisticated palate.
Oula, oui.
I'm sophisticated like that.
I'm going with my mini bottle attack. Y'all see that? I got some Paul Mason.
Oh.
Paul Mason over here. Brandy. That's what they call it. That's what they grow.
Hit up the Paul Masson winery when we were out in Santa Clara, California.
I call him Paul Mason.
Paul Mason. Yeah,
of course you did.
I wanted to feel fancy. That's why I said Masson, Paul Masson.
Oh, you know.
I want because we moving up in the world over here on the Rip 28 podcast, man. We ain't no longer no regular dude. We moving up, man. We moving up so much. Now we are all over this place. For all those watching and listening, man, you know we on Apple Podcasts, Podbay, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Twitter, Anchor, SoundCloud, iTunes, whatever, man. We on all that good stuff, man. And I'm telling you, while you guys are out there watching and you're listening, make sure you hit the like button on all your things and make sure you subscribe. Because I'm going to be real. If you don't hit the like button or you don't subscribe, your mama probably didn't raise you right. That's the only excuse I can give you for not hitting the like button and not subscribing to this wonderful podcast, man. Wonderful podcast. Well, we're going to get into this thing, man. It's been a lot going on this week, man. A lot going on. But one of the main things popping is All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend. I'm here. I'm in Atlanta myself. Me and Chance in Atlanta ourselves. And my city done gone wild, man. The city is going crazy. You got all the scammers. All the scammers done came out.
Yeah.
You got you got some dude, the Jack Boys came out. Everything happening in my city. And the funny thing is, the mayor said she wanted to close the city down. She said she didn't want anybody to come and party in.
She said hashtag we full.
They took me an hour to get home from basketball. Hour and a half to get home from basketball practice. There's so much traffic.
It's so much traffic out there, man. The people out there and they're wilding. Some of them having a good time, but some of them out there wilding too. Right here. You see this right here, COVID and HIV in this weekend. That's what it's like out there, man. And like I say, man, all the scammers and everything going on. Man, any of y'all ever been to an All-Star game? I ain't never been to one. Y'all been to one?
Never been, man. Never been. I heard.
No.
I was watching the news today, and in the last 24 hours, 7 people done got shot.
Oh yeah.
And I bet every one of them from out of town. You know.
That sounds about right.
Folks come to Atlanta and get crunk.
That's
you see, the rapper got killed on the highway. The Houston rapper got killed on the highway. What was it recently at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, yes, last night.
I forgot his name.
In Atlanta?
Yeah, something like that.
Or in Houston?
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
No,
in Atlanta. In Atlanta.
He wasn't no famous rapper. He wasn't nobody no MC such and such.
They said he was up and coming.
Up and coming? Oh.
A 33-year-old up and coming rapper.
Well, we know some of them too.
Yeah, I know some 43-year-old rappers.
We know some of them too. Just waiting to hit that lick.
Hey, they done won a couple talent shows at Columbia High, St. Andrews. You know, they still rapping. Got their thing going, man. You can't be mad. You still got your thing going.
If you want to make that a career and you don't mind traveling, you can make your
They on the Chitlin circuit? They on the traveling.
You make it $500 a show, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you paying to travel though. You coming out of pocket.
The Chitlin circuit.
You pay your gas and your car note. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't scared to sleep in the car.
Hey man, but you gotta give it to the people that's still trying to go, man.
That's stick-to-itiveness right there. That's stick-to-itiveness.
You know, the only thing I gotta give it to him is the one ass, bro. That's the only thing I gotta give him.
Come on, man. Y'all drive a hard bargain, man. Come on. MC such and such gotta make a living too. Just let them know
But are they really making a living from rapping?
Shauna, I'm trying to help MC such and such.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
but he probably got kids, and he needs more than $500 a show to take care of all these kids.
Well, he probably his talent manager probably slopped. Why he can't get no damn show?
I'm gonna keep him on the road. Stay on the road. Keep getting that money.
What money? We're trying to find out what money is it getting on the Chitlin circuit.
Yeah. Hey, little known fact, your boy got 3 CDs out
Ooh,
there. Chance.
you? What kind of CD?
I got one of those.
Back in '99, your boy used to
Doing
be on.
what? Doing what?
Rapping.
Rapping what? Rapping gifts?
Straight freestyle.
The rapping dude.
Hey, we got 240s. We got 240s that plays the instrumentals and record.
Hey, I need to hear this because I'm not buying it.
I got one song still in my phone. That's
that
all
man said he got 3 CDs.
My wife said, "You had one more CD. I was going to get on with you." I said, "All right, I quit."
Yeah, tell T don't do that, man. That's terrible. That's horrible.
Chance, I need you to send me the track, Chance.
I got one for you. You gonna laugh?
I'm already laughing.
Hey, we've been snipping.
What was your stage name? What was your rap name, Chance? MC Nezzy?
Nah, I ain't no name.
Chance. Chance the Rapper took your name.
I should have copyrighted it.
You the original Chance the Rapper.
You the first Chance the Rapper.
Man, do not encourage this foolishness, Carl. That's foolish.
I might have to come out of retirement on you.
No, please don't.
It's the reason you in retirement already. You ain't that 43-year-old rapper, MC such and such. Because you
can't really be retired if you ain't never.
That pollen getting to you, baby?
That's probably working his way around here.
Bless your heart.
You can't retire if you ain't never really even made it. So I never retired.
You got three CDs out there. We waiting on the track, so we'll see.
That's 3 more than I got, Chance. That's 3 more than I got.
I got one somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here because I had it, and I had it all the way. I know till I moved to Atlanta.
It's holding up your table somewhere. It's evening out the table somewhere.
I know. I saw it about 5 years ago. I remember seeing
a little wobbly, so you had to even them table legs up. Oh, put this Chance CD up under there. That'll do it.
Oh man,
my boy C Nez went hard.
You see, I had one sale. Slide bought my CD.
Hey, I want everybody to know that's a real friend. Man.
You had one sale and had the nerve to make 2 more CDs.
I just gave it to him. I ain't even getting no. No, we weren't trying to sell it. We were just messing around, hanging, kicking it, having a good time.
Man, what's next, Lyle? What's next?
Talent always show through. He put his talent out there for free, and the people came.
Is we finish or is we done with that?
You know, this is real interesting.
We like his career over with that.
We're talking about career and whether or not your career over, when you need to move on. Because we actually have a letter. We got a listener letter or a viewer letter. We got a lady kind of want our advice, man, and it's actually about this. It's about moving on. And so, once again, for all our fans out there, we're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that type of stuff. Be sure to hit us up, man. If you got a question, you need something you want answered, you want to know, hit us up and email us or whatever, and we will answer your question. We will get to you, and we might even put you on the show like this young lady right here. She comes to us. The name of this is Gridiron Grandeur. Fellas, I come to you as peacefully as I can. I'm at wit's end. My almost 30-year-old husband, father of 3, still has dreams of the NFL. Granted, he was once a great athlete and played D1 ball, but that is before he became head of a household. He's still playing on a semi-professional team, but there are days he can't go to work. Please keep in mind he doesn't get paid to play football. And she put that in all caps for the people. I understand and support him in anything he does, but this is starting to interfere with family time. He's missed several of our kids' games and academic ceremonies for practice. When does the dream When does the dream over? Hopefully it's soon. I don't know how much I can take. Please understand. I understand the competitiveness. I played basketball at the same college, but I knew when it was time to move on. What do I do? How do I start this conversation? Where can I be better for us? Am I wrong or am I out of line? Help, I need it now.
No, she is not wrong. You too old to be out there with these hoop dreams. Can't go to work. I understand that you still want to play and that's your thing. We were once good too. And we like playing and all that good stuff. But at the same time, you got to know when to move on, man. When the checks ain't being cut no more, move on, brother.
If you got to pay to play, it's over.
I believe it was the late great Kenny Rogers who said, "You got to know when to hold them, know when to hold them."
Hey, I got a question for y'all. How many 30-year-old rookies you know?
It ain't
30-year-old rookies out there, man. It's time to go, man.
Hey, I know plenty 30-year-olds that's on the waiver wire though, that just got cut for these young 21-year-olds that's going to come in. Boy, if you ain't OBJ or one of them, like, get you a career, something that you can start investing in and getting your family set for when that time comes. But you and these semi-professional Travis Washington dreams, boy, it is over.
So help me understand, what's the professional part of the semi if you're not getting paid? Like, if you're not getting paid, you're not even semi-professional. You're just, you out here in rec league.
You just semi.
Right, you just semi. Which means you aren't bringing money home to our family and our children. Now, I don't have a family, I don't have kids, but I know that you got to bring in money to take care of the house. And sir, you're not doing that playing semi.
Hey, just think about this though. Most pro teams don't even want somebody that been to college for 4 years no more. They want the 18, 19-year-olds. You think you 30? You finna make it happen? Think about it.
Rudy, you better get you a job.
I don't know, man. I'm going to go about this a different way, man. I'm going to go about this a little bit different way. Y'all sitting up here talking about, get a job, do all this. But apparently the man already has a job. He already has a job. The wife said he has to miss a few days of work, but he already has a job. But here's the thing, man. This man has a hobby. He's doing something he enjoys doing. He's doing something that takes away the stress from his daily life, his daily routine. He's having fun. He's enjoying what he likes to do. He's not out there cheating on his wife. He ain't. Well, I mean, black men don't cheat. So
how you know it's black? How you know it's black?
She said she played football. She played basketball and he played football at a D1 school. So I'm going to stereotype and I'm going to assume
that she white and he black. Yeah. Is that what you want to stereotype?
Yeah.
Is this what you're doing here, Sylvester?
That might be true. That
had a good jump shot.
Is this what you're doing, Sylvester?
That might be true, but it's safe to say he's probably a brother. He's probably a brother. But here go the thing, man. This man is enjoying his little bit of fun, man. His way out of the house, and she wants to shit on that.
Well, but that's not how she told it, though. She didn't say that my husband has a hobby that takes up too much of his time. She said my husband is still trying to make it to the NFL, correct?
Right.
And he missing.
He missing work and
missing work, missing kids stuff, all kind of stuff. That ain't no hobby.
And the way he says he's missing work makes it sound like he's not salaried, he's hourly. So if he's missing work, he's not getting paid for not being there.
Or if he is, he's having to use unnecessary days to recover from going out there playing against the Columbia All-Stars.
They can't even go on vacation because he ain't got no days.
Hey, he ain't got no days and he had to pay for his equipment. He probably probably rented this equipment. I'm all
I got these new Rollins pads over here.
And he don't have no time for Junior.
Hey man, and you missing your child, I guess they're playing, and you missing academic ceremonies to go to practice, bro. And she put it in
practice.
We talking about practice.
Then you actually practicing for semi-pro slot?
Hey,
Come on now.
I know some folks that play semi-pro. You ain't got to go to practice. You ain't got to go to practice. So, this might be about. He say he going to practice, but he really doing something else.
I mean, maybe he wants to be away from her and the kids. Maybe it's too much.
Damn.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? I just think she shouldn't really go ahead and tell this man to cancel the whole football thing. I think she need to have a strong and legit conversation with him about him scheduling better, about him prioritizing better. You know, my problem is not necessarily the missing work, because if he can miss work and keep the job, apparently he doing something right. My problem is missing the kids' activities and stuff like that, because you only get that one time. You only get that one time to see your kid graduate kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to work. He needs to prioritize better, not necessarily quit the whole football thing. What y'all think? If he just maybe prioritize a little bit better, that might.
You think she bringing this up? You think she bringing this up because it ain't affecting the finances? She wouldn't have said nothing about it if she said, "Hey, he missing work days and he don't get paid to do it." So apparently, some money is missing because of him missing work. It ain't. I'm cool. I can miss these days. Blah blah blah. Like you said, it's probably an hourly job and you ain't getting paid for it. So
she might be concerned that he's missing functions of the children.
I see. If he was almost to the NFL, he was playing in like a sanctioned league, maybe. But to say you just going out there really gathering with your homeboys, me, you, Chance, and Dre, and some of us want to get a team, I ain't with that. And you wasting time. You ought to be getting Junior ready for the NFL as opposed to still hanging on to your dream.
Yeah, if he was playing arena or something like that, maybe. But semi-pro is you playing at the middle school's football field. somewhere that ain't got no lights. You gotta get through practice before it get dark. They got all kind of anthills and everything on the field, man. You can't get up every day. You gotta put a calamine lotion on. Can't go to work the next day, man. Come on.
Hey, Chance, and you gotta use the car lights to light up the field. What future do you see in that? What NFL player you know came from those humble beginnings?
Everybody better did by the time it's time to go home.
We just gonna let this ride, sir. Like, yeah.
I tried to shoot my man a little bit of bail, man.
But before we get off this, the question was, what do she say to him? How does she break the news to him? That
hey bro, if there are no 30-year-old rookies, nobody's coming looking at St. Andrews Park for the next offensive lineman. So we need you to be on that job 5 days a week, getting these benefits so these kids can keep this health insurance. Because you ain't paying no bills out there playing for the semi-pro Mighty Ducks. That ain't happening.
The Mighty Ducks.
Like the bad news Bears.
No, the little Giants.
Hey, she gonna have to cut them off because she gonna be like, you can't get none of this if
that probably already happened. She probably got her back turned to him already.
This semi-pro is more important. If this more important to you than this right here, we got a problem.
Hey, Chance, you know they ain't rushing to get a semi-pro nigga nothing.
hey, that's why I had to give up my rap career.
Yeah, she feel like she could talk to him any kind of way. Oh, sorry.
And you put out one more CD and you cut off. Look, rapping off beat like Silk the Shocker. No, we not doing this, sir.
Hey, me and my wife just had a conversation. She can't stand Silk the Shocker, man.
Cause he rap off beat. He was cute, but he couldn't catch that beat for nothing.
Hey, I like Silk, man.
Yeah, we know why your career went nowhere.
He was different.
Hey, we know why your career went nowhere.
Hey,
What you say, Fly?
You're a multi-platinum rapper. Multi.
yeah, triple platinum.
Who? Chance or Silk?
Yeah. Chance just ain't had the machine behind him. Chance
I think Silk went multi-platinum. I thought he went wood.
No, he talking about no limit. He talking about Silk.
Oh, yeah, not Silk the Shocker. The company went.
Okay, because no, Silk did not go. Silk went multi-platinum.
Silk went multi-platinum. Where's Wikipedia when you need it?
Silk, I'm headed there now.
While we talking.
Multi-platinum, I don't know about that, Sly.
This man put some money on it right here. We can pull this up, man. Silk the Shocker went multi-platinum, man. The man sold, I know he sold like a couple 100,000, 500,000 his first year.
We'll charge it to the game.
His first week, my bad. Charge it to the game. It was certified.
So those are all features though. Make him say, that ain't him.
It was certified platinum after a few months. Charge it to the game. Look here, charge it to the game. Became a big success over time, staying on the Billboard album charts for over a year.
And that's it.
Hey man, it became platinum after a few months. Hey man, hey, don't talk bad.
No, but you exaggerated that a little bit though. Multi-platinum over. I'll give him that one.
The man
started the game was it, but he still rap off beat though. He still was off.
Yeah, that does not change the fact that he wasn't good.
That part.
It's just that a lot of people bought it.
All these little youngins now selling and they can't rap.
Hey,
Peter Pablo might have been platinum with to wave your shirt around your head like a helicopter. Come on!
This man was number one. This man was number one. Number 3 on the Billboard 200.
But that's not saying a lot though. Like lots of Taylor Swift is number one. She can't sing. What's your point?
Taylor Swift ain't in Silk the Shocker category.
You finna get us in trouble talking about Taylor Swift now.
We have all the Taylor Swift fans come and jump on our back.
First of all, they not listening to y'all.
Our audience are big.
Taylor Swift fans are not listening to Rip 28.
We got a big.
You speak for yourself. You speak for yourself.
We got a big Taylor Swift contingency.
Very diverse listening audience. Speak for yourself, Carl.
Okay. I'm going to show you the numbers. We got a big crew out of Arkansas that listen every week.
All Chica's former co-workers.
They listen.
You're missing the point, Carl. It ain't the point.
My bad.
How they know it.
You're right.
The numbers.
My bad.
Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't, Carl.
You right.
Carl don't understand, man. We worldwide in this piece.
Of the world, Craig. Of the world.
Is worldwide.
Somehow we keep talking you to get on the show.
let me hit Shauna with these numbers real quick. So I'm gonna hit Shauna with these numbers. Look at the countries. You see it. You see it.
You can tell one.
South Africa.
Australia. Hey, somebody out here cooking some shrimp on the barbie right now.
Laugh now, Shauna. Laugh now. Laugh now, Shauna Carl.
Look, I support this right here. I'm here for y'all. I want the brothers in South Africa to be listening to y'all.
That's right.
Hey,
don't be like that. Here to the Rip 28.
No, we got an African.
Here's the Rip 28.
Sly. So they come represent Sly from Africa.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shauna,
Hey, y'all my favorite podcast.
Hey, Shauna, Rip 28 was the same reason you was over there jumping with your white Converses on. Go Cubs, go! Yes, ma'am. That's the play that made us famous. Now you cut it out. We're not gonna have this today.
We can't have that hate coming from you, Shauna Cobb.
I support the Rip 28. I'm just saying, ain't no Taylor Swift fans listening to y'all.
So you mean to tell me out of all them people out of Taiwan and Australia?
Wait, did you say all the people out of Taiwan?
How you know we ain't Taylor Swift fans?
Look
how you know that?
You don't know. On the grab, Shauna, look at Taiwan, Australia,
Taiwan, Australia. Yeah.
United Kingdom, Ireland.
All of them. All of them.
Brian got Taylor Swift on his playlist right now.
I bet.
You ain't gonna right. You right.
Don't be hate don't look good on you.
That's not hate. That's what it is.
I understand that's that wine talking.
No. See, you like the young people confusing like dislike or disagreement with hating, and that's not the same thing. So we're not gonna do that.
Let's take a vote. Is Shauna Cobb hating right now? How do you feel? She's hating? Say aye.
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 She's not hating.
Thank you, Chance. Thank you, Chance.
Next year she'll be hating. Next year when we got 1 million viewers.
Look, it's because I told my people, check my brothers out.
Whatever.
So you reached out to people in Taiwan.
I got Taiwanese friends. You don't know my story.
Look like you got a little Taiwanese in you.
Okay, I see you bobbing up.
I look like I got Taiwanese in me, Chad.
You got Indian in your family.
For sure.
Hey, for people that don't know, before the show, she was showing her hair off. Look,
I see you
live right here.
Hey, I see you out there bobbing freely. Skip well. Skip well.
So there's that old salt and pepper style right there when they came out.
It ain't asymmetrical.
For all people who are not watching on YouTube or listening on many different streaming platforms, what they're talking about, Shauna has brought out her good wig today. She put on a good wig for the podcast. So
I've never owned a wig in my life.
My bad, lace. I'm sorry, that's what they call lace.
You know better. Don't do this in front of all these people, Sly.
I got my wife a couple wigs, you know.
Don't do this in front of all these people.
Right.
Don't tell us why you use them, Chance.
Sean, you said it wasn't. We ain't got that many people, so I mean, it ain't.
No, I did not say. I said y'all don't have Taylor Swift. I didn't say nothing about how many people y'all had. Sly put them numbers up and anybody asked for them. I support y'all.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yes, sir.
And nobody brought up numbers but you. Is what I'm saying. I just said y'all don't have that demographic. The 14 to 20-year-old white girls.
Let me get to our last little topic, man.
LeBron
Wait a minute.
Don't play like that. No, sir. Do not play like that. Hey, before we go on, do not play like that. Do not play like that.
Hold on a second. Let me get into this last little topic real quick. What we got going on, man, something that kind of caught my eye. I want to read this thing off, man. Get y'all opinion on it. My husband and I each have $100 a month transferred from our joint account to individual accounts for spending money. I wanted to take a weekend trip with my friends, so had been saving my $100 each month. Unfortunately, the trip was canceled, so I used the money to invest in my friend's business for a percentage of her profits. My husband was annoyed, but left it alone since it was coming from the money I had saved in my individual account. For months, my friend's business wasn't turning any profits, and I dreaded hearing my husband's "I told you so." Then slowly, her business started growing, and she began depositing $50, $100, $300, etc. Now, a year later, I have made about $2,500. When my husband found out, he was furious. He said I was hiding money and felt like I was building a nest egg for myself behind his back. That was never my intent, and I didn't have any plans for the money. From my perspective, he spent his 100 every month, and I chose to save and invest mine. Should I have told my husband sooner? Should I have put the profit into our joint account? I feel like this whole individual account thing was a bad idea. That's something that was going around, that was just kind of going around on the internet, man. I'm kind of wondering how y'all feel about this little topic right here. What's going on with this husband and wife? Was she wrong? Was he?
For one, I've experienced. I got, being married. You got a lot of people, friends or whatever, that's married also. So you hear the struggle or the whatever kind of situation they got going on, and money is number one topic of breaking up. So it's like you got separate accounts. You don't know what she got. She don't know what you got. But so unless you're rich or you just got it like that, it's gonna be a problem. So that's always some messed up stuff right there. So having different accounts and then somebody find out that, hey, you've been saving this. Some people are insecure, so they think you might be saving up so you can leave them or something like that. But not necessarily the case. It didn't sound like that was the case there. It just sounded like he blew his money and she knew how to save, and he got mad. But you would think with how that topic went that they had this discussion beforehand, but it seemed like, when it came to fruition that she actually saved some money and he was blowing his, it was a problem. So, I mean, they need to have a little huddle, a little team meeting or something and see what's going on, because that don't sound right to me. Y'all supposed to be a team, you know what I'm saying?
So let me make sure I understand this right. They were taking money from their joint account and putting it into their individual accounts monthly, $100 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
She took the money that she was putting in her individual account and invested in her friend's business, right?
Yep.
Okay. So he did whatever he wanted to do with his money in his individual account. So her investment has now started making a profit. So she's getting money back into that individual account, right? I just want to make sure I understand this right.
Yep.
So is he upset that she made a smart business decision by investing in this company? Or is he upset that now she's making money that he's not a part of the money-making process?
I think, when you read this letter, you're only getting her side of the story.
Correct.
So we got to assume what he's thinking. And my assumption would be he's upset that she's hiding the money. He feels that she's hiding.
She should put that money back into the joint account. You've made this money over here, so why not put it into our joint account?
Well, and that's the $1 million question. And now my opinion is, I think where she went wrong was she didn't tell him that she was making the money. Now, once she told him, I decided to invest this amount of money instead of spending it, then now it's her money. You see what I'm saying? It's like he doesn't have a leg to stand on if he's going to get mad. But I think it's the secrecy, the fact that if he doesn't know, if the husband doesn't know, it just seems like she's building a nest egg to get away from it. Now, in a perfect world, if I was the husband and my wife decided to take that money and invest that money on the side, if she would have came to me and said, hey, look, I'm not going to spend this $100. I'm investing in my friend's business. I would have said, all right, that's fine. That's your money. Do what you want to do. But when my wife started making money, it's nothing that I could have said because that's what she chose to do with her money.
But didn't that letter say that she told him and he was like, nah, he didn't think much of it because it wasn't making money.
But I think that's the question. Did she tell him it was making money? That's the question. Nobody knows if she told him he was making money.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad, but I would have definitely been, hey, put me on too so we can cover this up. You know what I'm saying? But sound like she told him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm
My
good."
husband was annoyed, but left it alone since it was coming from money I saved in my individual account.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like the husband's upset that she appears to have made a pretty good decision in investing in this business. And then where her misstep was not telling him that she was making this money off of this business. And I don't know if he expected her to then put it back in their joint account. But it sounds like there were conversations that they should have had about what's mine, what's ours, and how we do that prior to all of this going on. Again, I ain't never been in this situation. I don't know. But it seems like there should have been some understanding about what happens with the money that's in my individual account and what you need to know about it and what I need to know about yours versus what we have in our joint account.
But see, that's where I kind of leave you right there. We kind of separate right there because I believe once she made the money, once the company, because the $100 a month is their money to spend however they choose. It's their money to do whatever they like. And she decided to invest that money. Once she invested that money, that's just like him going out, hanging out at the bar with his fellas, and he's spending his $100 a month, except he's just not going to get a return.
But he just wanted to know that she was making money.
Yes, that is my problem. She didn't let him know that she was making any money because now it seems like from the outside looking in, he could go, oh man, what you trying to do? You trying to build up some money to dip out of town or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So if she would have came out and said, look, Rashida making some money now, this business done turned around, we making some money. All the only thing the husband can do then is stand there and look with a dumb look on his face. He got to sit there and he got to eat whenever she come back. If it was me, I would have to eat whatever she come back and say she want to do with her money because it is her money by me. It ain't ours. It's her money.
Like they said, like Shauna said, you should already had that conversation before now. Because now nobody's winning because it looked like she's hiding money and it looked like he has a jealous streak that she has acquired an extra income without his help or his knowledge. So I just think it's too late in the game to be having that conversation.
I think that to save the marriage and to make a happy home, I'm gonna put some of this back in our joint account. Then if this is gonna be the beef, right? And I don't want this to end our marriage. Here, I'm gonna put this $2,500 back in here, and because if the business continues to do well, she's gonna still get money. So look, if it's gonna shut you up, I'll put this in here, and then the rest, to Sly's point, the rest is mine, right? I'm making this money over here now, and you know it. So I'm gonna keep this over here. Is that okay?
Like I said before, it's money is the root of all.
Get you every time.
What if she's when they go out to eat, she's like, I got it this time, you know, I'm making a little extra change. You know what I'm saying? So I pay for it. I mean, how can you be mad at that? I mean, if she's making this money and she's not helping, like maybe she's not paying any bills or anything or something like that. I mean, that may be an issue that, you know, she making all this cheese and just stacking it and not sharing it because y'all are a union. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to spend money together.
Chance, do y'all have a joint account? Do y'all have a joint account?
Definitely.
No.
Well, we got it to where, you know, you can go online and you can see both accounts. You can see it.
See all the transactions.
I could be like, man, so you just bought some eyelashes for.
So y'all only have one. You don't have your own separate accounts either. You just
separate,
have one.
but we both got cards each and everything. You know, we are transparent with all our money.
Okay. I always find that fascinating because, like, some folks, we got to have a joint account and then we'll have our individual, like the lady in the scenario. But then, like, my parents did not have a joint account because my daddy knew that my mom was not good with money. He was like, I can't let your mama pay no bill that we need. She can't pay the mortgage. She can't pay the power. She can't pay the water because we need those. She can pay the cable because if the cable get cut off, we'll be all right. But he knew who he was married to, and he knew we gonna have separate accounts because this right here I'm taking care of our house over here with.
I know some folks who got separate accounts because they don't want their wife to see that they've been to Magic City.
Well, then there's that. Then there's that. Everything ain't for everybody.
It's like that. I like just go take some cash out.
You got to
don't pay for it with your car, bro.
You got to explain why you get that $200 or $300 withdrawal on Friday night.
Repeatedly getting it.
You got to explain that. Hey, before we leave, man, one last thing kind of popped across my screen about this All-Star weekend. I know we jumping back, but there's some shit that's too good to be true right here. I don't know if y'all see it, but for those of you all who are listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, I got a picture up here. A young lady has posted a GoFundMe account. I need help getting back home. I'm stuck in ATL. Chick just posted a GoFundMe account. She has gotten stuck in Atlanta partying and don't have no money to make it home. You gotta love this shit right here. I can't make this shit up, man. I can't make it up.
Hey, well, why she need $1,300 to get back home?
I guess that's
so this was fraud, right, Sly? You know this was fraud, right?
Oh yeah, but here's the crazy thing. It was fraud, but look at the next slide right here. She got the money. She raised the money. GoFundMe ended up taking down the account, but she posted $1,300. She needed $1,300. She ended up raising $1,500.
Hey, that's the definition of doing something strange for some change.
Scammer. That's the definition of scammer.
But my thing is, though, what type of sucker give the money, though? Who's the dudes giving the money, though? That's my thing.
The same one paying from them fan pages.
Hey, y'all didn't see that in the bottom corner. It says Sly $100.
You know
why you pulled that picture up so quick? Because he was one of the donations.
That's me right there. Mr. James Anderson. He
$100.
But then he types in, bro.
That's a mess.
Oh wow, that's funny.
That's a mess.
You gotta love it, man. In Atlanta this weekend, man. Like I say, man, Atlanta is going completely crazy this weekend. They showed videos of people of Instagram models sleeping in U-Haul vans because the some of the hotels running $1,300 a night this weekend, and they got more having little small parties in the U-Haul vans.
Hey man, we got to come up with some hustle like that, man. Let's set up a GoFundMe for, baby needs some shoes.
I'm telling you,
these people set up GoFundMes for anything. My daughter wants to go to Disney World. Let's do a GoFundMe.
I got Gorilla Glue stuck in my hair, so can I get help?
That Gorilla Glue, boy, man.
I make bad decisions. Now I want y'all to donate to help me get out of the predicament that I'm in because I make bad decisions, and people do it.
Yeah, hey, it's worth a try.
No, it's not. I tell you right now, I hope y'all got life insurance because what I'm not doing is contribute to GoFundMe to bury y'all. I'm not doing it. Have some life insurance.
I'm gonna set a GoFundMe and say Shauna C need her driveway shovel. And she got all that snow up in the end.
And let me know how much you raised, kid.
I give you 10%, Shauna.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
My favorite GoFundMe right here. Follow the timeline on this one right here. Hey, babe, the boss Underwood. My daughter is missing. Please be on the lookout. Turn the lights on, everybody. Please look for my daughter. She is missing. She never made it off the bus. Now I was worried. I was scared. I saw this. I was like, oh man, that's horrible. Follow the timeline. Good morning, everyone. This Saturday, I will be throwing a cookout get together for adults and children, also in celebration of my baby girl being found safe. We turn it up. We're going to have food and drinks. Come show my girl some love this Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. Our prayers was answered. Everything worked. They found the girl and they gonna throw a party for the girl. But in order to throw a party, one of you niggas gotta pay for it. Hey, Baby the Boss Underwood created a fundraiser. Celebrated Sada being found safe and sound. She was missing Tuesday evening after getting off the bus, but recovered later that day. Help Tay Bane's family fundraiser. Ain't that?
Sound like this little girl need a whooping.
K-Bay need one too.
The little girl and the mama need a whooping.
Babies having babies, man. Babies having babies.
I love Atlanta, baby. F.I.L.A. Forever I love Atlanta.
A mess.
Atlanta. Man. Hey, man, we got to get out of here on this one, man. Everybody got some closing remarks. Man, Chance, you got something to say before we get out of here?
Man, we done said enough today. Hey, wild and crazy. But I will say, you know, if you're 30 years old, you're not going to the NFL. That's all I'm about to say.
Or rapping.
Ain't gonna happen, bro. Ain't gonna happen.
What about you, LBZ? You got any closing remarks?
Man, all I'm gonna say is stay up, stay safe, and just remember, I seen hoop dreams deflate like a true fiend's weight.
Oh, God, man, what you got to say to get out of here, God?
Hey, love on you people, man. Appreciate every day because you never know when our numbers call. So in the meantime, make the most of what we got here.
Wow. Man, it has been another great episode of the RIP 28 podcast. I've enjoyed kicking it with my people. I want to let everybody know we are the RIP 28 podcast. We're a place where a few friends can get together. We can talk about a few different things. Some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we're going to keep on talking about them on the one and only RIP 28 podcast.
Bye, Taiwan.
You petty, son.
Taiwanese brothers and sisters.
South Africa,
Australia,
all of them. We love y'all.
the UK. We love the UK.
Tell your friends.
We got our fans out there, India.
Indiana, all of them.
Everywhere.
Shauna, you so
It's all people.